Yes, ma'am.
Okay, some of you please turn on your videos. I will take your PSM practical. Okay, PSM practical, or I guess we have completed vital signs on temperature, vital signs on on pulse. Pulse to hold ne amar? Pulse over. Is it over? Pulse, Darshana. Vital signs on pulse to hold ne complete hoise. Finished or not? Vital signs on pulse. Gina Chakraborty.
I'm audible. Are you audible? No, man.
Say fast. Pulse is over or not? If it's over, then we will start with a new, this one, vital signs with respiration. We will start with respiration. Jodi pulse complete one hai. Okay, I guess it's done. Now you write vital signs on respiration. Vital signs, respiration. Vital signs,
Ma'am.
respiration.
Ma'am, excuse me.
What? Say.
Only start doing one start of
Huh?
one experiment.
Huh? কি কৈছা?
Ma'am, এইবিলাক চব এটা
Huh?
Ma'am,
Vital
এইবিলাক চব
signs,
এটা
respiration লিখা. PSM practicals লম এতিয়া, ঠিক আছে? PSM, preventive and social medicine. PSM practical. Write down vital signs. Bracket লিখা respiration. 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 তাৰপিছত লিখা respiration is the act of breathing. Respiration is the act of breathing. BREATHING. Respiration is the act of breathing. What do you mean by breathing? What is breathing?
I'm inhaling or exhaling oxygen and carbon dioxide.
Yes, very good. So respiration is what? It is the act of breathing. Okay, full stop. It involves two process. It involves two process. PROCSS. It involves two process. Inspiration and expiration. Inspiration, INSPIRATION. Inspiration and expiration, EXPIRATION. Inspiration and expiration, followed by a pause.
Ma'am, repeat
Followed
again.
by a pause. Respiration is the act of breathing, full stop. It involves two process, duta process. Okay, it involves two process. That is inspiration and expiration. What do we inspire? We inspire oxygen. Or what do we expire? We expire carbon dioxide. Okay. So it involves two process, that is inspiration and expiration, followed by a pause. Okay, for 1-2 seconds, we should take a pause and then we used to inspire and expire. It's not that we used to inspire and expire continuously. Okay, we used to do it with a pause. So followed by pause, PAUSE. Change the paragraph and write, respiration may be internal and external. Respiration may be internal and external. Respiration may be internal and external. INTERNAL, internal and external. EXTERNAL, external. Full stop. External is the movement of air. External is the movement of air. External is the movement of air, 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 between the environment and the lungs. Between the environment, 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 and the lungs, LUNGS, lungs. Full stop. Internal is the movement of internal. Internal is the movement of external means outside. ঠিক আছে আৰু internal means inside. So externally, how do we breathe? We breathe, okay, through the movement of air between the environment, our environment, and our lungs. That is known as external. Okay, but when it comes to internal, internal is the movement of oxygen between hemoglobin. Hemoglobin means your blood, okay, RBCs, WBCs. Oxygen between hemoglobin and the cells, CLLS, cells. Between the hemoglobin and the cells, okay. How do we know that you are breathing or not? That whether you are breathing or not, how do we know? We come to know by seeing the chest movement. Okay, if a patient or if a person is lying down on a bed, okay, who is seriously ill, how will you check the respiratory rate? How will you check the respiration? If the patient is dead or alive, how will you know? By seeing his respiration, okay, by the movement of his chest. Okay, whenever we inspire and expire, our chest used to move. Okay, there is a movement. So by seeing that, we can take out the respiratory rate, okay, of the person. If the person is dead, then there will be no more respiration. Okay, the respiratory rate will cease, means it will come to a stop. But if the person is living like you and me, then we will have our chest movement. Okay, because we are breathing in and out. Next you write characteristics of respiration. Next you write down characteristics of respiration. Characteristics of respiration. CHARACTERISTICS. Characteristics of respiration. Number 1 likha. First point, number 1. Rate, RATE, rate. Rate. Write down. Rate is the number of full respiration. Rate is the number of full respiration. Rate is the number of full, FULL, full respiration in a minute. In a minute, MINUTE, minute. That means in a minute, how many times do we breathe? Okay, write down. Normal adult respiratory rate is normal adult respiratory rate is 16 to 20 breaths per minute. 16 to 20 breaths per minute. That means in a minute, okay, in at a minute or in 1 minute, the normal respiratory rate is in between 16 to 20, 16, okay, 16 to 20 breaths per minute is the normal respiratory rate of a normal healthy adult. Okay, so that is the normal respiratory rate, that is 16 to 20 breaths per minute. Number 2 likha. Depth of respiration. Number 2, depth of respiration. Depth, DEPTH. Depth of respiration. Depth of respiration. You right? Depth is depth. DEPTH. Depth is measured by MEASURED. Depth is measured by observing the movement. Depth is measured by observing the movement. Observing the movement. Observing. OBSERVING. Observing the movement. Observing the movement in the chest wall. In the chest wall. CHEST. In the chest wall. Full stop. In respiration, a person inhales about, a person inhales, INHALES, inhales about 500 ml of air. 500 ml of air, AIR. 500 ml of air. And the diaphragm moves. And the diaphragm, DIAPHRAGM. And the diaphragm moves about 1 centimeter. And the diaphragm moves about 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter down. 1 centimeter down. DOW and down. And the ribs. And the rib, RIBS. And the ribs retract upwards. And the ribs retract upwards. And the ribs retract upwards about 1.2 to 2.6 centimeter. And the ribs retract about 1.2 to 2.6 centimeter. To 2.6 centimeter, centimeter. Number 3, you write down. Next, you write down. Rhythm, RHYTHM. RHYTHM, rhythm. Rhythm. Put a dash and write. Normal, NORMAL, normal. Breathing is regular and uninterrupted. Normal breathing is regular and uninterrupted. Normal breathing is regular and uninterrupted. Okay, rhythm mane ki? Rhythm means, okay, whenever you breathe normally, okay, without any disturbances, okay, that is known as rhythm. For example, I will give you one example. A person who smokes, okay, jone bahut beshi smoking kore, okay, a person who smokes, what happens is that they suffer from tuberculosis, TB, okay, and also they used to have difficulty in breathing, okay. They used to have difficulty in breathing because of excessive smoking. Okay, and also there is a disease, asthma. Asthma, hunisane asthma? Have you heard
Yes, ma'am.
asthma? So that is
Yes,
also
ma'am.
that also leads to breathing difficulty. Okay, so like you and me, tomorrow got echo problem na, you don't have asthma also. Okay, you don't have any bad habits like smoking and all. So you all are breathing normally. Okay, but Kiswan ase, because of excessive drinking and smoking, they are not able to breathe properly. So their respiratory rate won't be normal. Okay, aru asthma, lung problem, lung disease, ebur hole, then also they will suffer from difficulty in breathing or cessation of breathing. Okay, which will ultimately lead to death of the person. Okay, I will show you one screen. Are you able to see the screen?
No, ma'am.
Yes,
Screen
ma'am.
nice, na?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Just check it. Just wow. Okay, this is how you check a respiratory rate. Okay, first you will have to introduce yourself. Okay, tomorrow naam ki hoy, what this and that. Okay, and you have to tell the patient that I am about to take, or I am about to check your respiratory rate. Okay, so you will have to tell that to the patient. নহলে patient e mane bhoy khai jabo, what happened, what he is doing. Okay, so you will just let him hold his abdomen in his stomach, just let him hold. Aru chest or movement to swa. Are you able to see the movement of the chest?
Yes, ma'am.
So by seeing the chest movement, see, he is seeing the chest movement. So by seeing the chest movement, he is able to detect. Okay, he is able to know how in a miswa at a watch lagibo. Okay, because at a minute or he have to know na whether it's 1 minute or half minute or 2 minutes. So at a minute or tomorrow normal breathing rate hoy 16 to 20 breaths per minute. So he is checking that in 1 minute his eyes চকু to দুটা থব লাগিব. One is his chest and the other is watch. Okay, in the watch he will see 1 minute হৈছে না নাই আৰু ইয়াত chest movement চাই আছে. So by seeing he will know whether the person is breathing normally or not. আৰু এইটো position to দিব লাগে. Understand? This is known as semi Fowler position. Semi Fowler বুলি কয়. The head end এইটো মাথাত. Okay, the head end is a bit. See this? The head movement to অকমান উঠি হৈছে. Are you able to see? See the bed. বিছনাটো চোৱা. This is
Yes.
flat আৰু ওপৰটো অকমান উকা, then অকমান high. So this is the position that you should give to a person for checking the respiratory rate. আৰু কি কি লাগিব? You have to be very much attentive. চকুটো দুটা you have to see two places. One is the person's chest and the other is the watch. Watch kyo, ghori kyo, so that you can check the minute. Ki 1 minute 16 to 20 breaths ukhan nikhai means respiration he has taken or not. Understand? Buji paisa na nai?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is how you check a respiratory rate. Kotha pati asa. Okay. Next you write alteration in respiration likha. Alteration in respiration. Who is that? Brisha Jana. Don't talk. Alteration in respiration. Alteration. ALTERATION. Alteration in respiration. Alteration in respiration. Underline kora. Aru likha number 1. Number 1. Write down. Bradypnea. This is a alteration. Okay. Bradypnea likha. BRADYPNEA. 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 Underline kora aru likha. Rate of breathing is abnormally slow. Rate of breathing is abnormally slow. SLOW. Rate of breathing is abnormally slow. less than,
Abnormal
that is less than, LESS, less than, that is less than 16 breaths per minute. That is less than 16 breaths per minute. Okay, so tomorrow, what is your normal respiratory rate? The normal respiratory rate is 16 to 20 breaths per minute. So bradypnea, eta alteration hoy aru bradypnea hole what will happen? The patient, okay, the respiratory rate will be slow, bahut komi jabo. That is below 16. 16 get allowed, okay, below 16, less than 16 breaths per minute is known as bradypnea. Number 2 likha trachypnea. TRA, CHYPNEA. TRA, CHYPNEA, trachypnea. Put a dash and write down. Rate of breathing is abnormally rapid. The rate of breathing is abnormally rapid. RAPID. Rapid means fast. Okay. Rate of breathing is abnormally rapid, greater than 20 breaths per minute. Greater than 20 breaths per minute. So 16 ke tolol hole, if it's less than 16, it is known as bradypnea. If it is more than 20, it is known as trachypnea. Okay. Number 3, you write down hypernia. HYPER, PNEA. Put a dash and write. It is an increased volume of air. It is an increased volume of air. Increased volume of air during breathing. Increased volume of air during breathing. BREATHING. Volume of air during breathing. Full stop. Expiration are increased in expiration are increased in expiration are increased in depth and rate. Expirations are increased in depth and rate. DPTH, depth and rate, RAT, rate. Example likha, exercise. Example, exercise, EXERCISE. So whoever does exercise, okay, what happened? They sometimes undergo hyperpnea, means their respiratory rate, it increases to a bit, not that much, but to a bit because of exercise. Okay, because the person might feel tired because of that also. When we are too much tired, okay, at that time also our respiratory rate used to increase, but again it used to come to normal. Okay. Next, number 4, likha apnea. APNEA. APNEA, apnea.
A
Put a dash and write. Respiration ceases for several minutes. Respiration ceases for several minutes. MINUTS. Respiration ceases for several minutes, especially during the night time. Especially during the night time. NIGHT. Rati. Okay, whenever we sleep at night. Okay, not everyone, but especially older people. Okay, the older people, whenever they sleep at night, sometimes they used to have difficulty in breathing. Like for 1-2 minutes or for 1 or 2 minutes, their respiration used to stop. Okay, into pura stop nohoy, again it will restart, but it is also a kind of alteration in respiration, especially older people. Okay, older people used to suffer from apnea. Next, last point, likha dyspnea. Number 5, likha dyspnea. DYSPNEA.
DYSP.
DYSPNEA, dyspnea. Put a dash and write difficulty in breathing. Difficulty in breathing, BREATHING. Difficulty in breathing characterized by increased effect to inhale and exhale. INHALE, inhale and exhale. EXHALE. Increase effect to inhale and exhale. Examples dia. Example include exercise, 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 comma, tight clothing, TIGHT, tight clothing, CLOTHING. If your kapur is too tight, okay, whatever you wear, it can be a shirt, top, or kurti or anything, okay. Whatever you put, if it is too tight, beshi tight hole what happen? You used to feel difficulty in breathing, okay. Tight clothing, comma, a prolonged period of bed rest. A prolonged period of bed rest. B the bed, rest, REST, rest. Okay, prolonged period of bed rest. Prolonged period of bed rest means what? A person only eating and sleeping. Okay, you will eat khana, ठीक से you will have your food. Okay, after dinner, directly you will lie down on the bed. Okay, so all this will also lead to difficulty in breathing. It is not good. Okay, after having your food, at least you should take gap of आधा घंटा নহলে एक घंटा gap you should keep. Okay, you should not lie down directly on the bed. Maybe for now you won't feel anything, but later in life, what happens when you grow old, when your age increases, you will obviously have difficulty in breathing. Okay, so you should always go for morning walk or this and that, and you should also do exercises and all, but not eating and sleeping. Okay, so these are some of the examples for dyspnea. Okay. So this is all about your vital signs on respiration. Okay, in our next class, we will discuss about blood pressure. Okay, what is the normal respiratory rate? Anyone?
Ma'am, 16 to 20 breath.
Breathe নহয়, breaths কোৱা. Breaths per minute. Okay. You should not say 16 to 20 breath. You should say 16 to 20 breaths per minute. Okay. So what are the characteristics of respiration? What are the characteristics of respiration? Kimanta points ase?
3.
How many points are there?
Ma'am, 3.
What are they? Number 1 to kya ase?
Ma'am, rate of respiration, depth of respiration, and
Rhythm. Rhythm. Okay. Aru respiration mane ki? What is respiration?
सांस लेना मैम, ऑक्सीजन
Ma'am,
लेना.
respiration is the act of
Yes, act of breathing. And also when I have shown you one video, okay, in that video what do you see? The person should have a watch or not? Ghori lagibo ne nai? You need to wear
yes,
a watch.
ma'am.
Yes, whether you check blood pressure, whether you check temperature, whether you check pulse, respiration, you always need to wear a watch, a wrist watch. Okay, so that you can see the time. Ki ek minute the normal rate is there or not. Okay, so watch is mandatory. And for what you will have to see? What you will have to see in the patient? The respiration. You will see the chest, or you will see, what will you see?
Ma'am, chest.
Chest. Okay, alteration in respiration or kimanta points ase? Alteration in respiration. Kimanta point ase?
5,
Akman
ma'am.
5 points. What are they? What are the points? Bradypnea,
Ma'am,
tachypnea,
bradypnea, trachypnea, hyperpnea,
hyperpnea,
apnea, and dyspnea.
dyspnea. Okay. Bradypnea ki hoy? What happens in bradypnea? Breathing slows down or it becomes rapid.
Ma'am, what?
In bradypnea, breathing, okay, rate of breathing to mane fast hoy jay ne slow hoy jay?
Ma'am, fast.
No, bradypnea
Slow
slow.
Oh, slow, ma'am.
Slow hoy jay, no? Okay, less than kiman? Less than?
16 breaths minute.
Yes, 16. Aru trachypnea? Greater than kiman?
Ma'am,
20
20
breaths minute.
20 breath per minute.
Okay. Aru hyperpnea mane? Hyperpnea example ki hoy? Eta example disu no? What is an
Exercise.
example?
Exercise.
Aru apnea ki hoy? Apnea
Ma'am,
mane? In
ma'am,
apnea, what?
respiration cease for several minutes, especially during night time.
Yes, while sleeping, right? Rati jetya ho. Okay, and in dyspnea mane ki? What is dyspnea?
Ma'am, difficulty in breathing characterized by increasing effect and inhaling and exhaling.
Yes, our example ki hoy?
Ma'am,
Exercise.
exercise
Floating.
high. Ma'am, exercise, tight clothing,
Yes, prolonged period of bed rest
a
or long
prolonged period of bed rest.
Address.
Yes. Okay. So this is all about your respiration. Okay. In the next class, we will discuss about BP, blood pressure, and how to check blood pressure. We will discuss about that. Aru baki board jone jone aise participants 40 participants ase kintu yar pra only 2-3 of them are answering. Others what happen? You are sleeping. Hui asane or what? For DPT also DPT and DDIT. DRT, you all have your CR also, class representative who ase kintu class representative. You should be smart, okay, class representative. Only writing the attendance is not the work of a class representative. Questions hudile, the class representative should be smart enough to answer. Nohole why you are the class representative? Only attendance likhibo karone nohoy. And be attentive. Jodi answer to wrong holeo problem nai. It's okay. We all learn through mistakes. Kintu ene mane subsab thakile it doesn't look like a class. Okay, only 2-3 people are answering. So I should give attendance to only 2-3. Baki to hui ase. Only you are keeping your mobile on kintu videos on no kora aru answer nidia. It means you are keeping the mobile and you are going here and there. Kisumane khana khai ase, kisumane ki kori ase, hui ase, hoy no? Tenehole I think I should mark you all absent. Only Farizatun, then where is it? Kamruz. Who was that who was answering? So only 2-3 of them should get attendance. Baki board sab absent dibo lagibo next time apra. Okay? So, thank you. We'll discuss in the next class.
Thank you, ma'am.